Hello and welcome back to the Quarantine and Chill podcast with Leo Scuds and
We have Valencia, and today we have two new special guests. We have Ollie and Jonah. How are you doing, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I'm very good.
You alright? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
How's quarantine been
Welcome.
treating you? Treating you?
Yeah, I think, been a bit bored and that.
It's been alright.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I've been trying to go out though.
Yeah,
alright.
can't be going out,
What have you been doing
Once a
outside
day.
I mean for exercise.
Yeah.
Outside? No, I've just been going for like bike rides and that,
Yeah, so
How
long?
runs and,
How long are you going outside for?
like 3 hours.
I
Cool.
think.
of like an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah. Well, I think
Good.
you're only like allowed to be out for an hour, isn't it now?
Yeah,
Something
breaking
like
the
that.
law, lads. You're gonna need to keep
Nah,
it
man,
low.
Yeah.
it's not like breaking the law. It's just like, overall in the day, like I go for a run in the morning, that's like an hour. And then I go for like a bike ride, like an hour and a half, like 2
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So it's not that bad.
What's everyone else been up to?
Well, I haven't really been doing much to be honest. These first few weeks. I don't think I've left my room today to be honest. But
Brilliant.
yeah,
There's been a few
Man.
days where I've just not done anything.
yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it is, you haven't got like much of an option really because there's
Yeah,
not
you
much
can't
we
really do
can
much.
do other than sitting inside or going out on your own, which is kind of dead. But
Yeah.
Like
Got a
the
little
games
bit
are
for
just
now.
games getting boring now,
yeah,
You
I've
get bored of it.
started to have
Yeah.
enough of Xbox and that.
Like
So it all gets very repetitive.
Yeah, like just playing all the games are repetitive now.
What have you been playing?
Destiny.
Alright.
I've started Destiny 2. I've played some career mode, actually.
Alright, classic. Yeah, good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then played a bit of Fortnite here and there, but not much.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. I've been. Well, you probably know this if you watched all the podcasts. But I learn a new one every week on the piano.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I think your piano is class.
It's
Yeah,
pretty cool. But
If you do say so yourself.
if I do say so myself, not to toot my own horn or anything, but
Alright.
Yeah, it's pretty class.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I didn't. Last week I learned Some Way to Love, but I only learnt a bit of it, and this week I just finished
yeah.
it off, so I learnt the rest of it.
Alright,
I learnt the
nice.
end of it.
Fair enough.
It was pretty.
glad.
It's actually really fun
Pretty
learning how
class.
to do it. Like,
Yeah.
quite entertaining to play the piano a lot of times.
You like your music, don't you? You're
Yeah.
good. You like doing that.
I like
Yeah.
playing piano, to be fair.
I wish I could play an instrument.
Can any of you play an instrument at all?
Yeah, obviously I'm a sick guitarist.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I was in primary, but not anymore.
yeah.
No.
That does
Yeah.
not help.
He's a
So,
retired guitarist, alright.
Like,
Everyone,
I was the best at school, primary school. No cap.
yeah.
I believe
I
it.
was the best.
I
Yeah.
think.
But you were also like 10 years old.
Yeah,
That's
and I was
also
also 10, and I haven't played it in about 5 years, so I'm probably really bad now. Yeah.
I think if anyone remembers getting a recorder lesson back in like year 3, everyone had to learn one
Yeah.
in my school, but it would just be like
We used to have this.
class.
We used to have this thing called Music for You, and they basically like each term in year 5 or 4 or something. We used to like do a random instrument, like we did the brass instruments, like a trumpet or something, and then we did like big samba drums and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
My school was not like that. My school had like 8 people in my year. And 60
Ah.
people in the school.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you go to private school.
Pardon?
Yeah.
my
I went to a very wrong school. Very small school.
Right.
my primary school was very small. It was so small like the like year 1s and 2s had to be in the same class, and like year 3s and 4s had to be in the same class, and year 5s
Yeah,
and 6s
same.
had to be in the same class.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How much
Beau,
people did your school have in?
What are you saying, Ali?
like me and you used to go to primary school, we went to the same primary, like, reception,
Yeah.
didn't we?
I went to the same primary school as Ollie
How
did.
long were you there for?
I
Just
was there
reception?
I was there since I was there from all of reception, and
Mm.
I didn't go into year 1. I went to
Yeah.
a different school at that time.
Yeah, but we still kept in touch and that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been I think it's been 2 weeks now since the holidays, hasn't it?
Yes,
Easter holidays.
it has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
2
gone
weeks.
by
Yeah.
now, hasn't it?
That-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Do you guys?
This is quite.
What are you saying?
Sorry, you go. You go. Sorry.
Okay. Do you guys prefer online school or real life school? So when
Real
you're
life,
at
real
school
life.
Real life.
Just real life.
Yeah,
in
I
Ireland.
agree. Not very good for the argument, but yeah.
Yeah.
Real
I
life.
just,
There
like,
is-
I think like online's too complicated.
Yeah,
it's
there
like
is
the layout.
positives about being at home, but real
Yeah,
life
there
just
are a lot of
it just
positives.
wins.
Yeah.
like you can't go make yourself a sandwich midway through the lesson, could you, in school?
Like,
true.
yeah, to be fair.
There is
Exactly.
like
There's the ups
there's
and downs.
positives. Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
at school you can also if say you can't get distracted if you're at school, but at home
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
quite easily get distracted.
Easily distracted.
Easily procrastinate all the time and stuff. It's just
Yeah,
It's
a
quite hard,
mess.
like teaching lessons to yourself as
well,
well.
it's
Like,
quite
you don't
good
have to
being
teach it.
able.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's quite
also
good
it's
being able to choose.
if you
There you go, Beau.
in our school right now, we for our English we've been told to watch Romeo and Juliet, the entire 3-hour play.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Online.
You could just say you watched it, but
Ollie, are you sure that you don't? Because we've both got Miss Crop.
I have no idea.
It's set for the whole year, each
Yeah,
class.
Ollie, you would have been set.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'll just say I've watched it.
Today's the deadline to watch it, and then you have to write a newspaper article on the deaths of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I can just search that up, can't you?
I guess you could, to be honest.
Yeah, I had to watch it, and it's 3 hours long. It's just ain't
Could you be
it.
bothered though? Could you?
Yeah.
I was
3
doing other
hours.
things though whilst I was doing it
Yeah,
because
fair
I was
enough.
just so bored I couldn't focus on it.
Things are you do sometimes have to pay attention because you have to like know what's going to happen and actually write
Yeah.
it down, which is the most annoying part.
You can't
Like,
understand what they're saying either. It's like
Yeah.
another language.
Like they speak
Yeah.
really quickly, and they also like speak in the old-fashioned thing, and it's just hard to understand what they're saying.
Imagine
Yeah.
if I learn that
Yeah.
type of language. I don't see the point in any of it.
Yeah, because you've got to write about it all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough, but
Well,
like, don't need it in life, do you?
yeah.
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 I don't think we're going to learn about Romeo and Juliet till year 11. I think it is. I think it is because
Yeah,
that's
I
what it
think
says
so.
in the email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're back by then.
Oh, yeah.
When do you think we will be back? Like at the
Oh,
earliest,
yeah.
we're going to be back.
June, July.
Do you
I
think?
agree. Yeah. I'd say
Yeah,
June and
definitely.
July, late
Well,
June.
I think it could be summer.
No, I
After
doubt
summer.
it.
Well,
That would be
I
after
think
summer.
since the numbers are actually slowly going back down now, they're not going up anymore. We've reached the peak of
Yeah.
I think it was last week maybe, but
Yeah.
I reckon quarantine's still going to be on for at least another month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
100%.
I don't think earliest we'll go back to school will be July, June, sometime like that.
I reckon
Earliest.
lockdown will open before we actually get sent back to school.
Yeah, I think that as well.
But also, what could happen is like a second wave of it, because when we go back out and start,
Yeah,
so it'll
Yeah.
still be
Like,
around, there could be a
person.
second wave of it.
Mm.
I don't know how it's going to work because if you send all of the pupils into school in at once, that's 1,000 people who aren't going to social distance, going to be right next to each other in classes and stuff.
Yeah, like the
Personally,
crowd-
It wouldn't work.
I think they'll
what I
have to
think
like
is-
reduce the amount of assemblies they're doing and like all that
No,
kind of stuff.
I think that what they could do is that year 11s and year 12s go back in earliest, and then they could leave the other years till after summer. So it'd make more sense.
Yeah.
I think they should put it in 1 year at a time. That'll probably be the best solution.
So year
Yeah.
7 has to wait 3 years to go in.
It depends.
Yeah.
But
Well,
in other countries, they're starting to put like children back in school. Like I know in Australia, because I've got cousins over there, they're starting to go back into school 1 day a week, which is quite interesting. And I don't understand how that could work here.
do
I
they
don't think
still
it would.
do they still do work at home?
Yeah, they're doing work at home, but then when they go back to school 1 day a week now, and they put 20% of their kids into school at once.
I'd prefer that too. Like they give you the working kit so you don't have to do it online.
Yeah. That would
Yeah,
actually
And
be
give it
better.
in the next Monday.
Or I tell you what would be a good idea is like instead of putting the entire school back in 1 day a week, they do 1 year every day, come back into the
Yeah.
school, and then they get their work, and then the next year comes in the next day.
How do they organise that? How do they
I don't
organise
know.
that? Because we've got 10 lessons, so roundabout. How are you going to do that? Because they've only got 5 lessons a day.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
So-
I think we're
wait
supposed
and
to
see.
do. I think we're supposed to do. I think it's 3 to 2 hours every day, which is
Yeah.
a lot
Yes.
less than 5, which
Yeah.
we normally do in school.
Well,
Yeah,
that does take away all the time actually
Mm.
getting it all together and stuff. And
Yeah, very true.
Because if say you've got a topic and someone, you can just skip what you already know. It'll take a lot.
Yeah.
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 Got no one to nag you on.
Yeah.
No teacher
Yeah.
to tell you to do it.
Yeah, well, I think for when we eventually do our exams, I think we're going to do our exams next year in May. That's,
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think
Do you reckon it's gonna stay the same?
definitely going to happen. The exams.
Yeah.
But what they'll either do is either take down the grade boundaries, or
Yeah.
Oh, I hope that.
what they do is like the what's it called? The people who mark it have to take in consideration and say, well, these students had like a quarter of their GCSEs taken out. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think
that's
they've
what
got to
Mr.
bring
Smith
the
was saying,
grade
wasn't it?
boundaries down.
Definitely. Or they're definitely gonna sort something out. 'Cause they can't
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
leave it
something has to
normal.
happen. They can't just leave us like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, if they do, then they'll at least have to take it into consideration and just say like these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teaching
Yeah.
a lot less.
Because it's going to affect us the most out of all the years in school, I think.
Year 12.
Yeah. Because like our GCSEs now is important. Like at least
Yeah.
they got their exams. Like we need to learn it all.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
the day we eventually do go back to school though is going to be quite a weird day.
Yeah.
No,
well,
it's
It
gonna
will
be
be,
a-
it'll be strange.
Yeah.
I don't think the world will ever be the same, really. Like, I think handshakes are kind of done. I don't think anyone's really going to shake hands again.
yeah, that's true.
yeah, but like yeah.
Because
Never know. Anything could happen. There's been loads of like.
Yeah, but there's been like worse disease in the past, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, they
Like,
got rid of Ebola and
Spanish
stuff
flu.
like that, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
it wasn't
Spanish
as
flu.
serious though.
Yeah, but Spanish flu was bad, wasn't it?
yeah,
That was bad.
we're in a different time now. There's a lot more people.
Yeah. And there's like more like medication and that could like
Equipment and
further
stuff.
and it could like find a better cure.
Yeah. Well, so in other news, did you see recently that the Pentagon released footage
Oh,
of
yeah.
UFOs?
Yeah.
No.
Did you not?
No, I didn't.
It was
Well,
on, it was on the
so
news.
damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it about?
It was just a Pentagon released footage of like apparently a UFO. I think it was over the ocean. They was like really quickly going across the ocean, just like an unidentified object.
It's quite an old.
real.
It's quite an old video,
Oh,
which
is
has
it?
already been released, and many people have already seen it. Like, but they just released it, basically saying that this is real, and they don't know what it is.
Mm.
So
Oh, that's weird.
I've heard about it, but I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a bit
it does
it's a bit
sound
weird
like-
because like society now, like we've heard so much about UFO sightings already and stuff. Like it's not really new stuff for us, is it
Yeah.
anymore? Like,
Yeah, true.
like there seems to be like a new UFO sighting every other weeks, but
But many of them are just fake. Like the majority are just
Yeah, a
fake,
lot
just
of
to
them
get
are.
clicks.
Yeah, I know.
try and get up there. But speaking of aliens, the green and purple pandemic on GTA, the new
Does anyone want to
suits,
explain?
It's turned massive.
basically
Yeah,
it's
I know.
GTA released these two new cosmetics for your thing, for your skin, and it was these two aliens, and one's green and one's purple, and there seems to be these two rivalries between the two colours.
But it's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, and it's all
It
over
is
the
massive.
internet. I'll be,
It's so fun though.
you must live
It
under a
is,
stone if
yeah.
you don't know what it is already, but
It's so fun.
What
Uh,
gang is everyone in?
Obviously
purple.
purple.
Obviously purple.
you two purple.
Obviously.
It has to be purple.
Oh,
Are you two
yeah.
not purple?
Me and Leo here are green gang.
Green gang, come
Green
on.
gang.
Ollie,
Bit of a
Ollie, you can't
rivalry.
watch that.
I'll have to hit you with a battle, lad. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll have to get my baseball bat out.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. I'm loving it. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
haven't
also all
actually
these
got.
other.
I haven't actually got
Go
the
on,
suit
Beau.
yet, but I'm just,
Yeah, I have. I've jumped like loads of people. I jumped an old woman the other day.
Yeah, this isn't real life, by the way,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
I hope
GTA.
not.
YouTube bots don't demonetize me. But,
Yeah.
Don't worry, Beau.
Hope not.
yeah. So
That's quite good.
I
Did
kind
you
of
see? Oh, so no, you go. You go.
I like how it just kind of came out of literally nowhere. Like you're just
Yeah.
scrolling through your feed and then suddenly like green and purple like going against each other, and it just
It's
completely,
so
Yeah.
random.
completely taking over social media now. This-
Yeah, but like the
this meme.
the
Yeah.
Instagram, like the Instagram account grew really fast.
Yeah, it did.
Like it was only
Go.
started the account started like 3 weeks ago, and it's already at like 30k followers. You know, that's
Yeah.
good.
Have you seen those things where like people are making their own gangs, like the
Yeah,
Roman gang,
I don't like that. I don't
Yeah.
like
the
Yeah, I've
monkey
seen that.
gang? But I
Don't
think
like it
I think
at
you might
all.
as well just like stick with green and purple, either or.
It's so easy,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's just the
Yeah.
colour.
Yeah.
Not if
Apparently-
you're colourblind, then you've got a problem.
I'm not sure
I
this
mean,
is
I
like
It
did
is quite cool.
yeah, I'm not sure this is like fully true, but it's a bit like the Area 51 thing, when like when everyone went to Area 51 on I think it was September sometime.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're doing this like a thing in GTA where everyone's got to go to the airport on May 15th. Apparently,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I've
too
heard
sure
about
about it, but
that. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna
Oh, that'd be
definitely
pretty
at
cool.
the airport then.
yeah, I might join in. I don't know. See how I
Did
feel.
you see
I,
that?
I will.
You see that Rockstar have already started like developing GTA 6 and it's kind of like nearly finished.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, literally GTA 6 like everyone's been wanting to have this since like
Yeah.
2015.
You can go on
Yeah,
YouTube and there's videos saying GTA 6 getting released, and it's like the video's uploaded like 4 years ago or
Yeah.
something.
Like
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
GTA 6 early. It's like what, like 3
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
going to be
remember
massive when
talking
it comes
about
out.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of the biggest games, if not like. Could
But
be
isn't
the
it only
biggest game.
PS5 like exclusive or something, or Xbox, like the new Xbox and the PS5?
Really? That'll be big
Yeah,
if it
I've
is.
I don't think they'll be able to do that because they need to get the game out somewhere, and I think they need to be available to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's
But
going to
whichever-
want in the game.
If
I don't
one
reckon-
single console gets it, then they're going to make so much money by people just buying it to
Yeah.
play that.
Yeah, I don't reckon Xbox 360 will have it though, or PS3.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
that's
no.
kind of that era's
I mean,
over.
Yeah.
is
That
very
sail
over.
is shit. That ship is sailed. I meant to say.
Yeah.
It could release on the Xbox One or PS4. Just depends,
Mm.
because there'll be a lot of people on the new consoles. So
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
I think games from like the Xbox One and PS4 for like the newer generation consoles. I think every game on those is going to be backwards compatible, so you can play them on both consoles. If you already have
I hope
the
so.
games.
Mm.
Because me personally, I've got an original Xbox, or Xbox One, like the original one.
yeah,
What have you lot got? Have you got like the newer stuff or the originals?
I've got PS4. I used to have an Xbox One S, but I sold it because I know I was never using it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I have an Xbox One S as well.
I've got a PS4 and I've got an Xbox, but I don't use it because like me and my brother shared it, but I don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
I could use
I
it. But
need
it'd
to
be more
upgrade.
expensive.
Because
Upgrade.
mine is
Yeah.
so slow and it's so loud as well. I thought it's gonna like
Oh,
blow
yeah,
up or
sound like a-
something.
sound like a
Ma-
jet.
Liam, mine's exactly the same.
The original
Yeah.
Xbox One, like
So
the original Xbox One's like the cable it has is like I think it has the big block on it, the cable.
Yes.
And also
Massive.
the console's really big. And then
Yeah.
but when they made the Xbox One S, they made it much smaller and lighter, and they changed the cable, and
Yeah.
it's just a better console than the
Yeah, that's
yeah,
I might have
Is
to
that-
upgrade.
my fan
Yeah.
is so loud. It's really annoying.
Oh, thanks for that, Jonah. No one asked.
Sarah.
Thank you, Liam.
Sorry, that's kind of mean. I
Respected
feel
as a
bad.
guest.
Come on now.
No one
It's
asked.
all right.
Disrespecting our
Sorry,
special
sorry,
guest.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
I'll just mute my not speak for 10. I'm clearly not one.
Right then.
Are you lot gonna get the newer generation consoles like the Xbox One Scarlet? I think it was supposed to be called the Scarlet, but then they changed the name. I've forgotten what it's called.
I don't reckon. I'm just
No,
gonna stay with
neither.
mine.
I reckon I'm gonna stay on my PS4. Cheaper.
Yeah, because like GTA's, no, not GTA, sorry, GCSE's coming soon, innit? So
That's true.
it's,
Yeah.
like, won't be really like
Yeah, same.
playing loads of games.
Well, we say that, but when it comes to it, we're all going to
Yeah.
procrastinate so much that we'll end up completing every game in that time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Have you guys been playing any new games this
Yeah,
quarantine?
I started Halo. Well, not Halo. Destiny.
Destiny?
Yeah, I started Destiny 2.
The original one.
Yeah, the first one.
I started
Alright.
the new
I
one
quite like
'cause it's
how-
free on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's free on PlayStation because it's a complete carbon copy of the first game. Like,
Yeah,
you might as well just get the first game if you want to get Destiny. But
it's good though.
yeah.
It's good.
yeah, I remember getting
Yeah.
Destiny years ago, and it was a good game. But
Yeah.
I did play it like ages ago. I just like started playing it again.
yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's
about
class.
Jonah? You been playing any new games?
I started Destiny 2,
Destiny 2,
because
yeah.
I didn't play the first one, and then because of boredom, I've just trying to been starting new things. So I started a career mode on FIFA, which is pretty good.
Right, is this like a big road to glory or like just like a big team?
No, I started off as Oldham Athletic in the Europa League, now Premier
Ah,
League.
love it.
Yeah. I downloaded Subnautica the other day.
Oh yeah.
Some of you might not have heard of it. It's basically a game that's just completely set under the water. Basically, but
So you got to like survive and build your
base and
your
stuff.
place, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
what
it.
Yeah.
kind of
What were you saying, Jonah?
what kind of game is it like? What's it about?
It's a survival game.
Oh, right.
So like you
Fair
you
enough.
find these big giant leviathan fish and stuff like that under the water and stuff. It is quite scary to be honest sometimes, but
Is
yeah,
it good?
it's a good game. Yeah,
How
I
much is it?
recommend it. It's a good. I say
What's
nearly
it called again, Beau?
Subnautica. I'll send you a link.
Oh, I've
maybe.
heard of that. I've heard
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
It's a good quarantine game. Good quarantine game.
I might download that because my mate's got it. I'm in game sharing with him.
Yeah, it's on all consoles. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't think it's on PlayStation, but it's on Xbox. I know that.
Yeah, all
Yeah, I
consoles.
might actually download that. You know.
Unfortunately for me.
It's on PC and that, and yeah, it's just a good game. I've been playing it recently. It's a long game, a lot of farming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it really. But yeah, have you been playing any new games except from Warzone?
Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah, I've been playing a few games here and there.
Leo,
what?
that didn't sound too convincing.
Well, I've been playing a bit of FIFA because Team of the Season's out, but I'm not much. Like it's just like I don't know, half an hour a day or something.
Yeah.
And then I got on Battlefront 2 the other day because
Oh, that's a good game. That's a good game.
they released the final ever update for that game, so
Really?
that's interesting.
The final update.
Yeah,
was
they
it?
added a new map and a few skins, and then they said, "Oh, we're not releasing any more updates after this." That's the last one. So
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
been on that a bit today and yesterday.
Do you think they'll make a Battlefront 3?
I think they probably will, to be honest, because they've made a new Star Wars game every 2 years, haven't they?
Yeah. The
Like,
new Fallen
since,
Order game was good. The new one. There was a lot
Yeah,
of
so I
bugs
think
in it.
they'll release a new one like I don't know next year or 2 years, something like that.
Yeah. Well,
It's a big money maker.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you have seen this, but a lot of cinema companies have been going out of business recently.
Have
Um,
they? I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what's it called? The View has been losing tons of money apparently.
Well, yeah,
There's a big cinema company in America. I've forgotten what it's called, but apparently that's on the edge of bankruptcy. It's like a
Yeah.
massive cinema thing in America.
I'm lucky now.
And like
It is fair
Yeah.
enough though, if you think about it, because no one can go to the cinema.
and like
Yeah, there
all
must be
films
so
Yeah.
much money.
and like films are going like straight to home viewing now, and like
Yeah,
it's a bit
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
and it's not just cinemas either. It's everything really at the moment.
charities
that
are going
needs
out of
people.
business. Like
And like
Yeah.
Ryanair or stuff like that, or just airplane companies in
Especially
general.
for
Yeah.
people who don't have like who own little businesses as well.
Yeah.
They'll be
Yeah.
going like
restaurants and all that kind of stuff are going out of business.
yeah,
Yeah, that type of stuff's really going to suffer from
yeah. It's gonna be
coronavirus.
hard to get it all back up and normal again.
Mm.
Yeah, there's loads of movies I want to see that just came out, but can't.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's going to be a massive just wave as soon
Yeah.
as this is over. There with just incredible like
Like on average,
films and TV shows
Yeah.
and stuff.
like on
They
average,
can just release everything.
in the next few
Yeah.
years, on average, there's going to be 3 Marvel films every year. On average,
That's
for the next
class.
few years.
Yeah, it's kind of mad.
And when some I think the usual is like 2 Marvel films a year. It used to be. But
Which wouldn't have happened otherwise. So there's a couple positives from the
yeah.
Yeah, there is.
virus there and there.
Mm.
Especially that like a lot of people, because they won't be going out and like doing useless stuff and spending that money on useless things. Everyone will have,
Yeah.
have loads of money and like be able to go out again.
Mm.
So it'll be better.
Yeah,
It'll be a lot better to just have freedom again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think when we all get back, everyone's going to meet up and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah. Because everyone's inside,
It
but
won't,
no
it
one's
won't be
outside.
normal for ages though, because
Yeah.
we'll have to still like distance ourselves.
Mm.
We've never been.
it's going to take a while to recover. Like I reckon
Yeah.
a year, 2 years, something like that, to be right to where we were a year ago.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be 2 years, I reckon. It's got to be.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just like because it spread insanely quickly, like from China, And it's just like if we just immediately go start shaking hands and like going out meeting everybody like right after the like the quarantine, it's just gonna come back. Like everyone's gonna get it again. Then we have to redo everything we just did.
Because if they lift it, and then like as soon as they lift it, people start going up and start going out and stuff, and it's just gonna.
That's why we should be over cautious now, and I reckon we should go in for longer than like we would do. Say like Boris is just like, oh yeah, we just go out like a few weeks earlier. I reckon we go out a few weeks later just to be certain that there's not as high of a chance of it being there. Because you don't want a second wave, and you don't want to be stuck inside it again, because it'll be double the amount of time that it was the first time round.
Because they want to be extra cautious that it goes.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this, but I was on the news the other day. There was a guy who had coronavirus, and apparently he died 3 times with the virus.
Really?
Came back to life.
He's like, what?
Yeah, a guy died 3 times. It was on the news. Yeah, like he just got revived so many times.
Yeah.
Someone got his ring cut. No, but like it was on the news. It was quite interesting.
Madness.
That's a story for the grandkids.
Yeah, that's what that's exactly what I said when I saw it. But
imagine telling the grandkids you died 3 times. Imagine having to explain.
Did I ever tell you about the time I died 3 times?
Wait, do you reckon that would hurt? Like, would you remember feeling the pain if you died?
I don't think you would remember it, to be honest. I think you just know it from people telling you.
I was just waking up saying, this is your 3rd time dying.
Would your memory be blurry?
You probably have like anesthesia, yeah. Like,
to be honest, Jonah, I haven't died yet, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That is true. You could have. You don't know. You might not have remembered that.
I might not remember. Yeah, very true. You might not.
No, the doctor just didn't tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, in other news, it's proven that Kim Jong-un didn't die. I think we did this.
Yeah, I've seen that. He's come back, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's not dead.
Just respawned, didn't he?
Like he did a speech and stuff. It was just like he just kind of came out of nowhere. Well, where did the conspiracy theory about him dying come from then? Like who made it?
No, he's just missing, wasn't he? So, like no one really knew, but I think
I've
just
got
people
no idea.
making it up.
Yeah,
it just showed up on like my feed everywhere.
Like
Yeah,
same.
I didn't notice it like towards like when he actually got found. I was a bit confused.
Yeah, like
It was a strange one.
we talked about it on last podcast, yeah, but like it's just proven now, like he's actually alive.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I mean, come on, we don't want anyone to die realistically, but maybe for the world it would have been a good thing to have a different person in
North
North
Korea.
Yeah.
But apparently his sister would have got in control if he did die, and apparently his sister is worse than him.
Like 10 times worse.
Wouldn't
So that would have
expect
been.
that.
Yeah.
Well, let's be frank.
Hopefully, we'll never know.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of world leaders, did you see Boris Johnson had a child the other day?
He had a kid.
Yeah,
Boris Johnson's had a child.
With
Boris
who?
Jr.
I saw that.
What's his name?
I saw that.
Or her name?
I'm not sure. I'll have a little look now, lads.
Wait, what's
He
who's
did have a
the
child
mother?
born.
What did you say, sorry?
Who's the mother?
I don't know.
Did you fair?
Ollie, if none of us know,
Boris got
I
a
don't know
fit
how
The mother is Carrie Simmons.
Carrie
There you go.
Simmons.
And the baby's called Wilfred Laurie Nicholas Johnson.
Oh boy.
That is the poshest name I've ever
I
heard.
don't think I've seen a name more posh in my entire life.
It's fair enough. Come on, he's Prime Minister. It's fair enough.
Well, is it a boy or a girl?
Wilfred, so I imagine it's a boy, but
Yeah.
it's 2020, you never know.
It can be what
Let's
you
be
want.
real. Come on. That's interesting. How old is Boris now?
I don't know. He looks quite old.
They're all old,
like-
like the prime ministers, but they
yeah.
don't look it.
He's 55 and he's had a child.
Oh, what?
That's kind of mad. 55.
Isn't it like a woman can't have a child? Well, she can, but, like after she's 40, because like there's a very high chance of the child having some kind of disability.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, I'm not a scientist.
They're not.
But
How
yeah,
old is she?
it's something
How old's
along
the-
those lines.
How old's the wife then?
Definitely in
know.
her 20s.
Definitely a lot older. That is quite a naughty duo, though.
She's
Boris
32.
and Wilfred.
32.
So
Only-
Boris
only-
is double her age.
Only a 20. Only a. Only a
Not quite
25-year
double.
distance, but yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only half of your half of a lifetime.
Yeah, we're not judging, by the way. Boris can do what he wants. He's prime minister, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a lot more power than I does, anyway. But,
He does. Very true.
but yeah.
So like,
Well,
we love him rugby tackling children. Yes,
yeah, oh, that's brilliant. That's such a good clip. Well, another thing that happened this week was the French first two leagues have been like cancelled,
Oh
and
yeah.
they've given
Yeah.
the top two. They've given the champions to PSG, who were top at the time of
One by default.
lockdown.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting.
That gives
Yeah.
like a different view. So say like other leagues might follow.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Premier League. Because
Yeah. It's a given.
yeah,
I mean, they were clearly going to win it.
Do you think that 'cause-
Were they though? Were they?
They were definitely going to win.
yeah, they were going to go win. Yeah, Liverpool were going to win it easily. Come on, they were like 20 points ahead or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were so far ahead. They're known to
But-
win it, but they were too far ahead.
But what they're gonna do though if they do cancel it? Because that's just going to mess up everything for all of the
Yeah.
clubs, especially for the
On-
lower football teams as well, because they haven't got the finance to.
Yeah. And it'd be
Do that.
very frustrating for, like, say they cancelled it.
Mm.
The championship team, the people who won, that'd be, like, very frustrating for them. Be lucky
Yeah.
for the people in the relegation zone.
Yeah. I
Been
reckon
grinding the whole season.
when quarantine ends and you can
Yeah.
actually go outside your house, I reckon they shouldn't open pubs and restaurants like at least another few months after.
Yeah.
Cinemas.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because
I
they'll
still
slowly
think, like-
keep on releasing more stuff, I think, like, letting you go to more places.
Mm.
Yep.
I feel like shops and that still like spread it a lot because there's loads of people in shops.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
queues.
True.
And that. I still think
That
it's
is true.
like that's how it's like spreading like
Well,
mainly.
it's a bit like the if you're what's it called? If you're a chef, then like when you make
Yeah.
food, you're gonna give it to everyone in the restaurant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
and then
But the UK is up to the second most total deaths in the world behind America now.
really,
So
oh god,
yeah, we're not doing it.
not doing
We're
brilliant.
doing something wrong.
Yeah,
So we need to get a grip.
I thought the numbers were going down when they, or are they still going
I
up?
think that the count's going down, like the infected is going
Number of
down, but
cases, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going down quite
Yeah.
slowly though, so it'll take a quite a while until it's gone. But,
it's going to be a while. It's
Yeah.
going to be a while. We've got to accept that, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's, I just can't cope anymore. I just want to go out.
just gonna
Yeah.
go meet your friends. And stuff.
I've not been out in ages.
I went out
That's
yesterday on the old skate.
I mean, I went out today, but like I've not like seen like my mates in ages.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, same.
Bit annoying.
It is.
Yeah. Did you
I was-
lot enjoy your time off 2 weeks ago? Did you?
Yeah. No, I couldn't really
Yeah.
do anything. So
But
no, not
it
really.
got very repetitive and boring near the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
agree.
well
I
as
enjoyed
well,
not
wasn't it?
doing work, but I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy not doing anything at all.
Yeah.
Well, it was my birthday during the holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our
it was your
birthday
birthday, was
podcast. Oh,
Birthday podcast, yeah.
was up a
Birthday
few weeks
podcast.
ago. But yeah, I got a skateboard, as some of you may know.
That's nice.
But I
Fair
went on
enough.
I went out yesterday for like an hour skate. But that was about it really. Like, I can't really
Good.
my parents are a bit weird about me going outside, so I can't really go out as much. But
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
yeah,
enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
you can't really blame them really. But,
How
Yeah,
good
like
are you? Are you any good yet?
I think I'm getting better. I'll just say that.
Good?
Yeah, I can
Are
do.
you working up to skate 3 territory?
Yeah.
That would be legendary.
I think I can do an ollie.
Alright.
A
Oh
jump
yeah.
in the
Oh, hey, Ollie.
I'm getting there.
An ollie.
That's good.
Yeah, I can do. I can also do a shove it, which is basically where you just do a 180 degree turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah, good
do,
work.
do any of you know how to skate at all, or skated before?
Well, I tried it when I was like a kid, but I didn't actually like try properly. I was like doing it in the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't like determined to be good with it. Just
Yeah.
go,
I've-
like, you know.
It is
I've
really
not
fun
tried
to.
it.
It is really fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't trust myself. I just feel like I'd fall off.
Yeah. It is like 90% balance though. I'd say that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you basically you just gotta keep, if you can keep your balance, then you're all right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I wish I could do. It would be such a cool thing to do.
Well, you can
Yeah,
always
same with
hop
BMX.
onto it.
Yeah, true.
You can
Back
always
to do BMX.
get into it. Like there's nothing stopping you. Well, I guess
Yeah,
coronavirus
that's
is, but
true.
like
That's true. Coronavirus is kind of just a brick wall to that.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
So Berlin Wall V2.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's something blocking it. There's a lot of do.
Yeah.
Even though you have the time, you just can't do it.
Yeah,
Well,
very
have
true.
you guys in the quarantine been listening to any new songs during the quarantine? Any new music you've been listening to?
I've been getting back into old music that I've been listening to. So I've been revisiting old songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have, yeah. I do love some old songs here and there.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
good.
don't. I don't.
You don't?
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
No.
What have you like? You
Ollie,
like,
do you know- Fair enough.
Well, I do like the odd old song, but
you know, the odd one here and there.
Nostalgia.
it's not stuff that I'd put on my headphones and like bike or something.
Yeah. What about
I don't
you,
know.
Leo? You been listening to any new songs recently?
Well, Beau, it's funny you ask because recently, this week, Drake released a new album. Did anyone
Oh.
see that?
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
What a great segue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's called Dark Lane Demo Tapes, and it's
Yeah.
14 songs. So
Yeah,
Oh,
Drake's
that's
been making a
interesting.
lot of music recently. I noticed.
he has,
Yeah.
he has.
That's
TC
what will be
Slide
happening
on
with a
that
lot
as
of
well.
people because they have so much time to
Yeah.
do it themselves.
He's probably making a
just
lot of
keep
money
on.
right now.
definitely.
Yeah.
There's a couple of good people on there as well. There's Future and there's Playboy Carti's on there as
Yeah.
well. So it's a
Yeah.
decent album. He says he's got a new one coming out in summer. So this was kind of just like this wasn't the real deal. So he's going to have probably the biggest one, like something
This
big
is
like
like
Views or
fair
something.
the tease to a big.
Yeah, the big one.
Fair
But
enough.
it's a decent album, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake
Yeah.
always does bits with whatever he releases anyway.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
now that
Yeah,
we're on
he
the,
does,
now
he
that
does,
we're on the
he just
topic,
does.
what is your guys' favorite musicians / artists of all time? we do this every podcast.
Every podcast.
But,
Who wants to go first? Come
Who
on.
wants to go
Go on,
first?
Jonah.
To be honest, at recent times, it's got to be Travis Scott.
Oh yeah,
100%,
with the
100%.
new
That's the big.
Fortnite event.
Yeah,
Did any of you
Yeah,
guys
Travis.
watch the Fortnite event?
Nah, I didn't see it.
I
saw like a video.
I managed to get on at the right time, but for
Yeah.
one of them, it was the second one, not the first one.
Yeah, I watched the second one.
Yeah.
And Travis is just like, I feel like everybody likes Travis Scott at the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
if
a
you
sick
like
guy,
rap,
he's a sick
he's
guy.
just,
You can't dislike him.
Yeah,
He's just at the
music's
top at the moment.
class.
yeah.
yeah. So
What would you say your favorite song, Jonah?
Favorite song?
or one of them anyway. If you
I'm not
can't
sure,
figure
to be
it out.
honest. That's true. One of them. I don't know. There's a lot. His new album. There's a lot of good songs on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
Stargazing's good.
Yeah,
Stop
that's
trying to
good.
be God. Ollie, you should be that one.
Mm,
I actually never listened to that on the album. I never listened to that when it first came out.
Yeah, it's well good.
What about
Yeah.
you, Ollie? What's your favorite? Is yours Travis Scott too?
Yeah,
artist.
it has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
Wow, onto that. First time we've had two people having the same people.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
just he's a sick rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a favorite song or?
Yeah, it's gotta be Can't Say.
Yeah.
Banger,
Song.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Leo's yours still Eminem? Are you still favourite artist?
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
changed, Bell.
Not
Not
changed.
changed. We're still there.
Still up
Fair
there.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, another one that we asked on all the other podcasts as well was favourite TV show
Oh yeah.
Oh,
of all time.
I have two favorite TV shows.
All right,
Go
let's hear
on.
it.
That's alright. Go ahead. Basically, my first one would be 2.5 Men. I've been watching that since
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like in like year 4.
Yeah,
so I've
I
watched it
remember
for
going to
time.
your house and then it'd be on in the background.
Yeah, it's the best, lad.
What is it? I'm not familiar. Sorry,
It's
lads.
just like
Oh,
a-
it's just
neither.
funny. It's just funny.
It's a bit like Friends, a little bit, tiny bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
right.
one of those type of ones, but like it's class.
Oh, okay.
And also Walking Dead, that's
Walking
the
Dead.
best.
Yeah, a lot of people have
Can't
been
beat that.
saying Walking Dead as their favorite show sometimes. Not
Yeah,
I've never
it is,
watched it.
It's good.
not just on the podcast, but some of my friends like just saying like it's a favorite show. I've never watched it.
It's got such a good storyline to it.
Yeah, but it's 9 seasons long.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's 10 now. It's 10 now.
Hey, could you be
That's
bothered
it.
though to watch 10 seasons
Yeah,
of Walking Dead?
it's took me about 5 months so far. I'm not even finished like, the last few
Ages.
episodes.
Yeah.
Aren't some of the seasons kind of like meh?
Yeah,
I can imagine some of them are just a bit like
Yeah.
filler.
Fillers. Yeah.
Like,
I'll tell you what,
But-
like, yeah, some of them are just like a complete bore. You just can't be arsed watching it, but you still gotta watch it.
Yeah.
See what, you know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
agree.
like a story.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
might watch a bit of that at some point. I mean,
You
got plenty
should.
of time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
It's
about-
definitely something that's just good to start watching in quarantine because it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What
What about you, Jonah? Yeah.
I don't watch that much TV shows, actual TV.
Yeah, you're boring, you aren't you?
Oh, be quiet, Ollie.
Yeah.
I can't help. And I'm too dumb to try and say something that I haven't done.
Yeah. Well, have you got a favorite film then instead of a TV show you like,
Yeah, go on.
Favorite film?
or one favorite film of
Oh,
yours?
I'm very. I like The Hangover. Like.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Lad, I was gonna say that as
The
well.
Hangover's a class.
But
That's so good.
It's a great
it just
film.
sounds like I'm copying you now. I said about Travis Scott as well. I was
Yeah,
actually
it's
gonna
mad.
say that. I was gonna say
Like,
that.
That is
person.
quite. That is.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is, that's
Hangover is a good film. It's a really good film.
Yeah, it's so
So
good.
fun.
So good.
I expected the Travis Scott. I didn't expect The Hangover.
Yeah, neither lad.
The first two are really good, but I think the third one's kind of meh. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't like the third one. They don't
think
have like a hangover.
I think
or anything.
my favorite one is
boring.
my favorite one's is the first one. I don't know.
Nah,
The first
mine's
one's
the second
yeah, the
one.
first one. Ah, nah, the first one's the best. Come on.
Nah,
Okay.
the second one's class.
Nah, the second one's good though. I do rate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite comedy film is Superbad.
Superbad is
I've heard of
class.
It's a great film.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Leo
Don't
and
think I've
Belle.
seen it.
Cheers for showing me that.
Yeah, I watched it
I was-
at Tom's house.
It's always
Yeah.
been one of them. It's always been one of them films that have been like there on the page, like on Netflix.
You just
but I
never clicked on
haven't
it.
ever-
Never been
just
sure.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
film.
never
You should
been
watch it if you haven't already.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like a newer version and a bit of a B-Tech version of American Pie. I'd say
Yeah.
a bit different, a little bit different.
It's
but
a
it
tiny
is.
bit. I guess I like the littlest bit. It's like a tiny bit like an American in between is, if you ask me. Like a little bit.
Yeah,
could say that.
It's class.
In between is legendary.
Yeah, it's class.
I,
Not sure, Beau. Maybe a little bit, but
It's like just a tiny bit, but yeah.
fair enough. Well, anyways, the last one that we always do is 15 years from now, lads.
15 years from now.
The big one.
Oh,
Right.
go on, Jonah. Where do you think you are?
Right, it's always me answering because Ollie.
Yeah, you're always throwing Jonah under the bus here.
Ollie uses time to think. 15 years from now,
Shut
I'll
up,
be
lad.
30, so I'm
30.
halfway there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why it's 15.
So that's double my life, but it'll be.
Yeah,
alright.
very true.
Yeah.
I see myself. I don't know. I have no
Seth
clue what job
Gremlin.
I'll be doing. I have
Okay, well,
I have
are you
no
gonna like
clue
stay in the
what-
UK? Stay in Chester?
I want to move to America.
To America.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do I, lad. You're just copying
Oh
me.
my god.
You're just copying me now.
Yeah, the same
Ollie, you should go
people.
first. You should go first next time.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Ollie,
go
you
first
should
now, lad.
definitely. No, but it would look
Yeah,
more.
you brought this on yourself.
Yeah, but like we all
Ollie,
have been
actually-
talking about America.
Ollie, to make it like you should like say something different. I guess not though. I guess it's your like. I
Yeah,
guess
I'm
if it's the same. That's weird though.
That's quite weird. What are you thinking in America, Jonah?
Lad, if you say California,
absolutely
don't
That's
even.
no,
Don't,
but Ollie, I have a house in San Diego, so.
Oh.
do I
Oh.
care? Do I care?
No, I
Sorry,
mean
did I
that's
ask?
in California. That's in California. That's what I mean.
So you want to
Ollie,
be
where do you think you'd be?
yeah. No, that would be in San Diego. You said, yeah. I'm not really too sure. I've forgotten where it is located on the map, but in America. But
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm useless with that, to be honest. Absolutely useless.
Yeah.
Geography not your strong point.
So I think Ollie, where do you want to be
Big
when you're 15 years from now?
Let me guess.
Behind toys.
To be honest,
next to a bin.
shut up. Not gonna lie, really don't know.
You don't
Dance
know.
outside
I
Cafe
don't know.
Nero.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cafe Nero. No, that's your dad. Yeah, your dad dances outside Cafe Nero for money.
Brilliant.
You know that he hands out leaflets, so leave me alone.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we might leave the podcast there. To be
Yeah,
honest,
it's been a great one.
Yeah.
It's been a good podcast.
it's been a
Yeah.
great show, lads.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you.
You have
on.
been a
It's
great
been a
guest.
pleasure
I do.
joining you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Well,
you for inviting us to it.
anyone
Thank you
No
for
problem.
inviting us.
watching from home, we'll see you next week every Sunday. And goodbye!